take you to higher places you can't reach without me. Reach without
Yo, what's up, everybody? Everybody. Yeah. Rock your body. Yeah. Everybody. Wally, was it you making fun of my AirPods the other day? Okay, what's going on? It still thinks it's like playing music or something in the background. Oh, use echo. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Brothers Drunken Mover, right now we are starting. We are going live, guys. We are going to talk about...
I go to loud places to search for someone
cancel. There we go. It's the echo cancellation. Okay. You guys can hear me now, right? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. It's working now. You guys don't. You'll hear me in just a second. There's a slight delay. So, we are going to talk about every marketing tactic there is today, guys. I figured I'd do like a little afternoon live. Maybe I'll do an evening live as well because I got some exciting stuff I've been working on. It's not finished, and if you guys have anything that I'm missing, let me know. Oh, what was that? What did I just do? For today's live, guys, we're going to talk about marketing strategies. What's up, Todd? What's up, Wally? What's up, Jeffrey? I put together a document that we're going to go over, or not a document, like a graphic of marketing strategies that I kind of want to go over. And you know what? Actually, let me just download. Nah, that's fine. Let me see. Let me just hit the preview button. Not like that. No. Let's do presenter view. Okay. Nope. That's ugly. Whatever. We're gonna work out. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're in business. Okay. Now we in business. So how's everybody doing? Jeffrey. Google ads are not slow and expensive, Jeffrey. No. Google it's funny because Jeffrey and I were talking about. I talk to Jeffrey every day, guys. By the way, Jeffrey, I would say he's not just a junk buddy anymore. He is a junk friend. He is an actual friend of mine. We have plans to take our kids to Disneyland someday. Maybe even this year. Maybe this summer. So, Jeffrey, you can suck it. No, I'm just kidding. We're having a funny argument, and I want to get your guys' feedback on Google Ads. If they're slow and expensive or fast and expensive. And I'll explain that later, okay? So, I'm going to show you guys a graphic that I made of every marketing strategy ever. I think. At least I'm pretty much... I think I got every strategy. Like, if you say something, it's probably going to be already in there in some form. And if I missed it, cool. Let me know. What's up, Paul? What's up, my man? We got Kick It in the room. We got Wally. We got Jeffrey. Yo, if you guys want to see every marketing tactic ever, you need to say autopilot. Autopilot in the comments below. Everybody say autopilot. So I'm running a special, guys. You can invest in autopilot. You can invest as little as $500 or more than that if you want. And I know it's not necessarily a little, but there's a lot of perks. You get access to the software. You get it for free for a year. You get access to my course. You get access to the coaching I'm about to talk about. But more importantly, guys, if you guys sign up for autopilot within the next 2 weeks, I'm launching a coaching program for beginners. And if you're intermediate or not, you guys can also join this. And also for the bigger investors, if you want this more intermediate coaching as well too, you guys are welcome to join this. But I'm going to give you guys a preview of the coaching that we're starting March 26th. I might even do it. Nah, we're going to stick with March 26th. Let me bust out my calendar really quick. Hold on. March 26th is... we're going to stick with the 26th. So March 26th is the first day of 6 months of coaching. We're going to start from the very beginning of using autopilot, getting leads. We're going to go over everything. And what I want to show, and autopilot's only $50 a month. Okay. This would be the equivalent of all the other, coaches and gurus out there charging thousands of dollars. I'm going to provide that same value for $50 a month. And if you don't believe me, that's on you. That's on you. Go watch my videos. You decide. You decide if you think you know, if I know what I'm talking about. And you make the decision if you think signing up for autopilot, Andrew coaching you to building a 6-figure junk removal business. My goal is to help everybody get to $10,000 a month who uses autopilot. if I'm going to ask you guys to be coached by me and join my software for $50 a month, I'm going to do everything in my power in these coaching classes to make sure you reach $10,000 a month. So now, investing in autopilot's a lot different. You get stock in the company, you get years of access for free, you get way more advanced mentorship, all that stuff. So that's different. If you guys want to be an investor and you believe that I can turn this into a $1 billion company, reach out to me. I'd love to have you as an investor. But for now, let's just jump into the marketing tactics. This is going to be a quick video, guys. We're just going to go over this for 15 minutes. And I want your guys' feedback on, I just made this graphic the other day. And so I'm still kind of like filling it out and trying to make a decision on where some of these items go. Yeah. Oh my God, I was muted. Sorry, guys. This scene was muted. My bad. What I said is, if you guys see this screen, please say something so we can move forward. Okay. And does everybody see the blue bubbles? 5,000, 5 to 10,000, 10 to 20,000, and $20,000 a month. Now, if everybody sees the screen, somebody just say, yes, we see it, Andrew. Make sure we're all on the same page, because clearly I'm not paying attention to my software. I didn't even know I was muted. So if you guys can say, yes, I see it, audio is good, we're all ready to rock and roll. I think we're good now. You hear my audio? I got to pay more attention, don't I? Okay, good. Good. Michael says we see it. So, guys, before we dive into this graphic, I want you to understand, and I'd like your feedback as well. Anything I'm missing, anything you might think is different or should be changed. This is a graphic that I've come up with that really tells you and explains what marketing techniques for what budget of money you are making per month. Now, I have not solidified if I think fast and cheap section should be $5,000 a month, and I don't know if cheap and slow should be. I'm still debating on what I think the monthly revenue should be before you start like putting resources into this section. Okay. Now we're gonna go over this, but what I'm basically saying in this quadrant is the top left corner is where we want to focus. Oh man, I should have made a graphic where they're not all. I should have made it so one section's revealed at a time, but it's okay. So, with that being said, guys, the top left section is where you want to start first when you're making no money. Okay? So, moving forward. So, if you guys are making no money at all, where do we want to start? Now, think about this. What makes sense? I want you to answer me. Do we want say it in the comments. Can participate with me a little bit. Just kind of participate with me. Make this a little fun. If you guys are a brand new company, what section makes the most sense of where to start? Fast and cheap, cheap and slow, fast and expensive. If you have no income at all, where are we going to start? Answer, guys. I know it's a stupid question, but just play the game with me. Like, if you're a brand new company, where are we starting? If we have no income, what section are we going to do? Cheap and slow, or do we want fast and expensive? Fast and slow and expensive. What if we are a brand new business? What do we want? I thought this was a genius little graphic that I came up with. That I just got to come up with the dollar amount of monthly revenue that makes the most sense. But nobody is responding, guys. What is the amount, or what section? Fast and cheap. Thank you, fucking Sarah. Thank you, Jeffrey. Took you guys long enough. I thought my mic was muted. I know that's a silly question, but guys, I want you to think about it. If you are a business just starting, we want fast and cheap. Okay, so the threshold of the number I'm thinking is under $5,000. Now, what's going to be beautiful about the coaching program that I'm about to do with you guys, if you guys sign up for Autopilot, is we're going to break down each section, and we're going to go into each section and really talk about each one and really break down each one. And I'm going to bring experts in on specific ones like community involvement. So I have somebody I have in mind who is amazing at community involvement and doing events, doing stuff for the community. I have people in each section that are good, and then of course I'm going to talk about what I'm good at and so on. So if you're around the $5,000 mark, guys, we need to make money now. Okay, we need money now, but we don't have any money. So yes, we're going to resort to lower level like tasks that you don't want to do. Door knocking, door hangers, yard signs. Now you'll see there's a bunch of Facebook tactics. You know, and lead gens suck. Lead generators suck. Lead aggregators like Yelp and Thumbtack are much better. No, they also suck. But hold on, I want to fix something really quick. Okay, cool. I can put my face right. We got some room, right? Actually, there's like nothing right here. We'll put me right there. Okay, cool. So, Wally, you're funny. Wally, funny man. Laugh out loud. So, Wally, just message me your address. Please Facebook message me or text me, Joanna, and I will get it done, okay? So, now I'm not saying all these work for everybody. So, we'll go over that in detail a little bit later. So the next section, guys, is cheap and slow. You can start putting more effort into these other categories once you've mastered quadrant 1, fast and cheap. Once you actually have some leads going and things are picking, you're doing yard signs, you have some Facebook ads running, you have Craigslist on auto repost once a day, twice a day. Text remarketing is only that it's fast and cheap, but you have to have a database of customers first. You obviously got your Google My Business. That's not going to bring you traffic right away, but it is fast to set up and it is cheap, and you start getting reviews. So technically, this is fast and cheap to get it up. But I'd argue Google Business is cheap and slow, because it takes, you got to start getting reviews and start ranking in the map pack. Facebook, door hangers, lead gens. Once you guys start hitting $5,000 a month, This is where we can now move to cheap and slow. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean we stop doing cheap and fast. Okay? You need to have SOPs, standard operating procedures, to keep these things running. You need to set your own SOPs. I got to put out 100 yard signs every month minimum. Okay? I have to put out 10 door hangers after every job. I have to spend $5 a day on Facebook ads. I need to repost a Craigslist ad every day. I need to reach out to my customers once every quarter. I need to do Facebook outreach. I need to do whatever. Have SOPs in place that you do or your guys do, but obviously it's you in the beginning if we're under $5,000 a month. Yeah, Michael, you'd have to use a software for that to do Craigslist auto repost. But oh, Chris, my man, I haven't seen you in forever. What's up? Long time no see. So with that in mind, guys, let's move to cheap and slow. Now, is this guys making sense? Is this making sense, guys? So once we hit the $5,000 a month, okay, we're consistently making $5,000 a month. Okay, we're on the truck, we're crushing it. Our business is growing. We got some ads, we got some Craigslist, we got some yard signs, we're doing some Facebook outreach. We got my Google My Business, and we're doing door hangers after every job. Okay, we should be at $5,000 a month, guaranteed. Okay, this is where cheap. Now we move to cheap and slow. We don't have money for fast and expensive and hold on, let me. Makes sense. You know what, Jeffrey? Okay, I'm gonna argue with everybody right now about that. I'm gonna put you. Okay, Jeffrey, I know you think you're a marketing expert, but we're gonna talk. So now we move over to cheap and slow. Networking events, community involvement, people referring you, parking your truck because you have an awesome decal. Truck decals and branding in general. You can almost put Ghost Routes, truck decals, and truck parking and branding in one, right? This is kind of like, you don't want to do a ghost route if you don't have truck decals. A ghost route is you just driving around in the most populated areas so people see your branding, right? So you only want to do this if you're branded very well and your truck sticks out like a sore thumb. Truck parking. We all know that people do this at Home Depot. When you have, just park your truck. And parking, I mean, this is 800 Got Junk does this. So this clearly works. Truck parking, ghost routes, trucks decal. Goodie bags. This is basically just going to apartment complexes and nursing homes and giving out little brown paper bags with some candy in your business card. Cold email, social media, uploading videos to Instagram and YouTube. This is all cheap and slow. But you guys can see you need to do all of this. Okay, so you have your fast and cheap quadrant and you're crushing it over there. And then you move over to the cheap and slow quadrant. You have some resources now. You have a little bit of money. You can't just drive around in circles, or maybe you don't have the money for the truck decals. You can't just drive in circles, park your truck if you're doing no business, because you want business now. You need to take action now on this quadrant over here. So what did I say? On this quadrant, 5 to 10K. 5 to 10K a month. So this is where you want to focus on your 5 to 10K a month. Okay? And guys, if you sign up for Autopilot today, $50 a month, this offer expires March 25th. You do not get 6 months of coaching. The 6 months of coaching, we're going to break down every quadrant and we're going to talk about every single strategy in here and we're going to break it down. So, I'm telling you right now, this offer expires March 25th. You are not going to get coaching like this anywhere else for $50 a month. You would have to go pay JRA for their business package of $25,000. You would have to go pay all the other coaches and gurus out there. There's a few of them out there, and they're charging $7,000, $5,000. Guys, no, SEO is under. So, point being. If you guys want 6 months of coaching, I don't care if you're an electrician, a plumber, an HVAC, junk removal, this all applies. This all is the same shit for blue collar home service businesses, okay? It's a little bit different, like in other, there's inventory, and then, there's licensed and skilled employees that you need to hire if they're HVAC, or, you can't just hire anybody who they don't know how to do plumbing. So obviously there's little differences like that, but getting the leads is the same shit. Okay? Doing SEO for home services and ranking on the map pack is the same shit. So when we're in that $5,000 to $10,000 a month range, guys, we now have the resources and the time. When we're not doing jobs over here, we're doing this, but we don't have any jobs for the day. We're doing this, okay? And you need SOPs. So your SOPs, you have SOPs for over here, standard operating procedures. You have your weekly and daily goals. 100 yard signs a month, your Facebook ads are renting, your Craigslist is reposting, and you send out 100 messages a day on Facebook, and you add 100 friends on Facebook, and you do a door hangers after every job. Those are your 5 SOPs. We're going to break this down way more thoroughly in the coaching for $50 a month if you sign up for Autopilot. Now you have time. When you're not busy, you can start doing networking events, BNI, Chamber of Commerce, business networking, home service. You can start doing community involvement, stuff for schools, showing that you can recycle, donating your time for picking up just anything with the community. You can start doing ghost routes. You can start doing you can start going to apartment complexes and start putting your name out there, okay? Going to apartment complexes and giving out goodie bags. You can do social media, start doing some video editing, and start actually uploading videos to Facebook and YouTube. And cold email. Cold email is taught in my advanced mentoring. That is a tough one, but cold email is a great, effective solution that it's a little more sophisticated, but I talk about that. We're not going to teach cold email in the coaching because that's more sophisticated, but yeah. Any questions, guys? Parketing works great. Yes, Kevin. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Ken Powell, nice job. Well done. Yes. Uh-huh. So now, guys, are you guys liking this little graphic? Do you like this little graphic that I have created? You want me to check my DMs, huh? Yo. Wait, what do you mean? You can't hear me? What do you mean you can't hear me? Hold on, testing. You guys can't hear me? Says my mic is on. Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. Somebody... Oh, sorry. That was an old message. Oh, sorry. I was reading an old message. Sorry, guys. Okay. My bad. Okay, guys. So, now that we're at 5 to 10... If you guys do cheap and fast and cheap and slow, and you actually put in effort, guys, do you like this graphic, by the way? Is this helping? I really want to get this graphic. I'm not done with it. I'm actually going to categorize each of these things, like what's paid, what's social media, what's content I'm going to categorize each one and really try to fine tune this graphic. But and I guess really quick before we dive into the sections below, the fast and expensive and fast and slow, for anybody here who doesn't know what Autopilot is, the best way to explain what Autopilot is, it is a operations tool. It is a field service management tool. It is not a lead generator. I'm not going to bring you business. It is a tool to help you run your business more efficiently. When you go into a hair salon or a hair salon, or they have software that the receptionist uses. When you go into a restaurant and they punch in your menu at the restaurant and they have all their items and they're running, that's called a point of sale. With home service businesses, to look professional and be efficient and run your business like a fucking boss, you need a field service management software, a CRM. Technically, it's both FSM and CRM. You need Autopilot. All of the other solutions out there are $150 to $300 a month. If you were to go to Workies and pay the $225 a month and then upgrade their phone system to the $70, you'd be paying $295. You get everything they have. You get it with us for $50. Okay? We are this close to being just as good, if not better, than the billion-dollar corporations. So, I'm going to repeat this one more time, and then we're going to move on to the next graphics. If you have any questions, guys, please ask the questions, because I'm going to wrap this live up in 15 minutes. John, it's not. It works in Australia, but not the text messaging. But we are going to have Australia and Canada fully working by October. Okay, that is the plan. Maybe even sooner. Like the software works. It's just when you put in a customer's address in Australia, we haven't really made that functionality work with Australian addresses or Canada addresses. But you can technically still use it. But we will have it soon available by October. So the reason why I'm having you guys sign up with the software is you help me win, I help you win. Even if you're getting no job, a lot of people are like, Andrew, I don't need software if I have no jobs. That's why I'm including the coaching. I am going to help you win. I'm going to make sure you get jobs. This will be the world's best coaching. I promise you it's going to be better than any coach out there because I am going to share every fucking secret with you because if you guys win, my software wins. Sarah, just shoot me a message on Facebook, an actual DM, Sarah, and I'll send you all of the training videos. Okay, please message me, and yeah, just shoot me a message, and I'll get them to you right after this. All right, guys. So with that being said, coaching starts March 26th. You have to sign up before March 25th. I recommend you sign up now. There's 50 spots. I might increase that to 60 or 70, but 30 people have already signed up. So if you're on the fence, there is only 20 or 30 spots left. Sign up sooner than later because I'm going to be going live for the next 2 weeks straight promoting this. And we're capping out at, I'll probably let 70 people in. And we've already got 30 or 40 people signed up for this coaching. It's group coaching, weekly, bi-weekly sessions. I haven't decided if I'm going to do weekly or bi-weekly. Weekly might be too much because we're going to cram a lot of information in bi-weekly sessions. Anyways, moving on. And I'm going to break down each quadrant and each tactic. Like, you guys are going to be pros at the end of this. All right, guys, moving forward. Now, we're going to get to the exciting part. Now, fast and expensive. This is what you're going to... and I'm honestly thinking about moving EDDM over to slow and expensive. So, guys, this is not a perfect list yet. I'm really got to think about this. But I do have a funny thing to talk about because me and my friend have a complete disagreement. So, fast and expensive, guys, is where you want to... You want to play here when you start making... Like, when you're consistently making 10 to 20K, you do want to add this stuff. Okay? You do want to add... You just have to be careful. Okay, we don't want to blow our money on Google ads or Yelp ads, but the point is we need to have another source. Not everybody needs Google ads. You might crush it in a lot of these areas and not need Google ads. But for the people, adding Google ads is a very consistent river that just flows forever. It's leads on this, like Google will bring you leads forever. Google will always prioritize paid customers at the top, okay? SEO customers are being pushed down to the bottom, and ads are just stuffed up top. Now, 10 to 20K, we can now start looking in. Now, remember, it doesn't mean every technique is going to work for everybody. Nextdoor and Angie work for like 10% of the population. The other 90% of the people despise them. So we're going to break this down, though. Google ads, very, very dangerous, but it is the most important one to add if you want to scale to $500,000, $1 million. Do you need Google ads to scale to $500,000, million? No, you don't. But it helps. Now, Google ads, fast and expensive. I want to hear you guys' opinions. Do you think Google ads is fast and expensive or slow and expensive? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? My friend thinks Google ads are slow and expensive because of how long it takes to build out a proper campaign and how long you have to wait until until Google's algorithm starts liking you. Now, I understand his argument. Oh, let me move my face back down into... So, I agree. Now, Jeffrey wanted me to bring this up because he wants to be proven right. I'm going to have to say, Jeffrey, you are still wrong, because theoretically speaking, in any industry, doctors, lawyers, you throw up a Google ad, you're on the website immediately at the top if you have the money. That is the whole point of Google ads. So that is fast. Those are results you can get immediately. What you're saying is, hey, we got to be careful, we got to protect ourselves, and we got to do this building process slowly before we start throwing money at the Google machine. Now, that's just your way of doing it. And that's the safe way to do it, but the leads are fast and they are expensive. Okay, so I would argue differently. Like, it makes no sense that they're slow and expensive to me. What do you guys think? Jeffrey's been waiting to dish out his thoughts on how they're slow and expensive. Theoretically, why your argument doesn't hold up is because I can bid on one keyword, junk removal Los Angeles, and do negative keywords against everything else, and just junk removal Los Angeles. And then I would be at the top for junk removal Los Angeles, getting phone calls immediately. Yes, it's expensive, but we're in the fast expensive section. Now, what you're talking about is you're protecting yourself. You're bidding on 100 different keywords, and then you have 1,000 different negative keywords. So you're building this system up of protecting yourself. So theoretically, yeah, I guess I can see why it's slow. But if you weren't doing 100 different like if I was a doctor or a lawyer and I just needed I was an attorney and I needed clients looking for whatever, I would literally get customers and phone calls immediately, and I could so I would argue that fast and expensive for Google ads. So Jeffrey, that is my theory. That is my reasoning. And I'm going to keep Google ads in fast and slow. So guys, when you're in the $10,000 to $20,000 a month and you finally are making some money, you can start experimenting. I still don't think you should touch Google ads until closer to I might put it all the way down closer to expensive, because I don't think you should touch this Google ads until you're at $20,000 a month is when you should start touching Google ads, and you have 20 grand in the bank. Okay. Now, slow and expensive. I want you to keep in mind, it doesn't mean you shouldn't do SEO. Okay. I'm not saying start your company over here in the fast and cheap quadrant and don't touch SEO until you get to $20,000 a month. Okay, that's a bad idea. It just means you won't be able to afford the agencies that are pretty expensive, because if you're not making $20,000 a month, you should not be. Most American agencies are $1,000 to $1,500 a month. Okay, now I make suggestions on companies that I trust overseas. Okay. And and they're $500 a month or $400 a month. That's still kind of expensive, because you're not going to get results right away. Okay? We are avoiding this area because you are not going to get results right away, and it's going to cost you money. Okay? Radio is going to be, I've heard people say radio is very effective. I know one guy who does one of our investors who does $750,000 from radio ads a year. I think he spends $4,000 a month on radio ads, and he pulls in almost $800,000. That's insane. Print, some people do print. You get those schools who want to put you on the flyer. You get those golf courses. I don't know anybody who's actually done a billboard yet, so I'd love to talk to somebody who's done a billboard. Cold calling is borderline almost cheap and slow. The reason why I put cold calling into the slow and expensive, and I put in expensive instead of cheap, was because cold calling is not something you personally want to do. You'd want to outsource this to a VA. Now, if you want to do it yourself in cold call, you can put it in the cheap section. But I just think your time is not worth it. So I put it in this section where you'd want to have an office staff, or you'd want to have a VA do the cold calling for you. So that puts it in the expensive, slow category. So as you can see, guys, each quadrant you work through, okay? Under 5K a month, we're focusing on quadrant 1, fast and cheap. Once we hit 5K and we're hitting 5 to 10K, we're going to focus on the cheap and slow quadrant, okay? I am going to get you to the 10K a month quadrant. So that means my course is going to teach up to getting into the fast and expensive quadrant. We'll touch in the 20K, but my goal is really getting you guys these first two quadrants nailed in, okay? That is the goal. I want to get you to a 6-figure a year business with the first two quadrants. We will dabble in quadrant 3. We will dabble in the fast, inexpensive quadrant. We will break down Thumbtack ads a little. We will go over Google ads. We will go over Google LSA. I'm not going to teach that shit to the extreme because I have tons of that stuff on my YouTube. But my goal is, how do we master quadrant 1, quadrant 2, and get you ready for quadrant 3 and quadrant 4? Okay? We're going to touch on SEO. We're going to touch on cold calling. We're going to maybe I'll have the guy who does radio, I'll have him do a talk. And maybe I'll find somebody who's done billboards or magazines. Do you guys like what you're seeing? How about that? Yeah, Wally, that's a great question. That is a form of print. Like I said, print is expensive. I mean, it might be cheap in certain situations, but mostly print is always, Wally, print, you get a magazine ad or you're going to pay $500 and maybe you'll get some results like months later. So that's why print is like more slow and expensive. And print's usually about branding. Okay. Branding is very important in this business, but we're not trying to overspend on branding until we're $1 million company, right? Branding. So like Hulu connected ads, Hulu connected TV, Hulu ads, and other platforms. Like, I don't know what other platforms. There's Peacock, there's Hulu, there's Prime. There's a lot of CTV ads that you can do. Netflix doesn't do CTV, but I've heard good things about Hulu, but I don't know enough if it's slow or fast. But I want to try to find some people who run some Hulu ads and get some. I've heard one person talk about Hulu ads and he had good results, but never heard from him again. Never got any responses from him. But what do you guys think about these quadrants? Has this opened up your eyes a little? Did you guys like this whole little quadrant thing that I've come up with? Fast, cheap, cheap, slow, fast, expensive, expensive, slow, and breaking them down into monthly revenue quadrants of where you put your focus in. Now, remember, it doesn't mean you can't touch the other quadrants. It means your focus should not be over there. If you guys are in the fast and cheap quadrant, it doesn't mean if you get an opportunity for community involvement or a networking event that you shouldn't touch slow and cheap. It doesn't mean don't do that. It just means your focus should not be 100% over here until you break this barrier, because these are slower, like these are methods that are slow and cheap, and it's going to work long term. You need this stuff, but you can't stop this stuff. And the goal here, guys, is to have, okay, I'll tell you what I was doing. Let me tell you what I was doing, okay? I was running, I put out minimum of 100 yard signs. I was doing 200 yard signs a month with SOPs with my employees. I was doing text remarketing, my Google My Business. We did door hangers after every job, and I was doing Facebook outreach and running Facebook ads. Those SOPs were running full time in my business, full time. Okay, over here, my truck decals and branding, constantly. My trucks were on the road constantly, okay? Very important. I got a lot of referrals, repeat customers. Referrals kick in with good customer service, good customer experience, and giving out coupon cards and discount cards, referrals. So I had 3 things over here: referrals, truck decals, community, I did do a little bit of cold email, but not till the end. And yeah, truck decals and referrals is all I was doing. I wasn't doing any social media. Over here, in this section, I did Thumbtack in the beginning, but ultimately I stuck with Google Ads only in quadrant 3. In quadrant 4, SEO. I was doing really good with SEO, and I did experiment with cold calling. And cold calling, I had a VA calling full time, and it actually, my voice just squeaked. Damn, babe, did you hear that squeak? Actually, cold calling worked really well. Not really well, but I made money on it. But I just couldn't justify I had her focus on. I started having her focus on social media. So I started doing a little bit of social media. So that was how I did the quadrants, guys. Some people have different things. Like some people start with Facebook group spamming and Craigslist, and they do Yelp ads or Thumbtack ads, and they do a lot of community involvement and networking events, which in turn truck decals and branding, which in turn kind of brings a lot of referrals, and truck parking. If you're doing networking events and community involvement, your truck parking, your truck branding and decals, and you're doing ghost routes. If you're driving around a lot, maybe you have some ghost routes and you're giving out goodie bags. There's a lot of stuff going on in this quadrant. It's going to be a slower game, but it compounds. So let's go back to, let's see. Let's get back to the original. All right, guys. So that was, woo. All right. So can I get some comments, guys? Did you guys like that? Who's going to sign up with Autopilot? If you're going to sign up with Autopilot and you're interested in the coaching of going over start to finish, growing your junk removal business and going, we're not just going to go over those quadrants, guys. We're not going to, in the coaching, it's not just going to be marketing. It's going to be using a CRM effectively. It's going to be legal. It's going to be branding. It's going to be SEO. It's going to be all those marketing quadrants. It's going to be operations. It's going to be everything from building, starting your business and getting to that 6 figures. Okay. That is my goal with this coaching program. If you guys sign up with Autopilot. Anyways, guys, we've been on for 47 minutes. Can I get some comments? Nicholas, the cost of Autopilot is $50 a month. So, and that includes the coaching. So if you guys are excited for that, please sign up. It's going to sell out, I think, within a week or so. So, hope to see you on the inside. Oh, and you guys need the code, don't you? Here, the sign-up code. Duh. Why don't I give you the sign-up code? Autopilot sign-up code. Here, I'll let this just kind of like... You guys can download the app. You guys can go to the website. You can download the app, Autopilot Home Services. You can go to the website and sign up. You can sign up on the app. It doesn't matter what you do. Any questions before we sign off, guys? And remember, you get you get a 20-page website template. You get all kinds of cool, all kinds of goodies if you guys do this. The last day you can sign up is the 25th, and coaching starts the 26th. That's when you'll get the website. That's when you get the course. That's when you get the resources, and that's when the first class is going to be. So you should sign up sooner. And then once you sign up, I'll send you all the training videos on using the software. If you're new to junk removal and you don't have any jobs and the CRM doesn't really do you any benefit yet, still get on it. I don't want this to be sold out and then you miss your chance. And you can still use the CRM and play around with it, watch the training videos until the classes actually start on the 26th. With that being said, Jeff, are you going to file some assault charges because you got beat into submission? Any other questions, guys? You guys, if not, I'm going to sign off and I will see you guys later. I hope to see you guys on the inside. And as always, I leave you guys with this. Success is often covered in dirt. But so was gold at one point. Toodles!